Good morning. I'm going to fix my SP5 Peavey speaker today. As you can see, these speakers are actually birch plywood. They're not MDF or particle board. One of the reasons why I do like them. These are my SP5s. These are over 10 years old, and I'm fixing a blown woofer basket, field replaceable. This speaker here has gone 10 years with no problems. This speaker here was fixed under warranty. Probably a year after I bought it, I drove it with a smaller amplifier. And of course I have my SP2s when I really need to turn it up. And these require a pretty big amplifier. I run QSC RMX amplifiers. With the SP5s I run a 2600 watt, which I actually bought for the SP2s, but come to find out you need a bigger amplifier to run these ones. So if I start running these again, I will have to get a bigger amp. And I do like the QSC RMXs because they're rugged. And I do a lot of outdoor gigs, which I use a generator with, so they're pretty stable power. On this one, which I'll show you later, the speaker did blow, and most people think that when a speaker blows it's the actual woofer itself, and I'll show you what actually happened to the speaker and how I'm going to fix it. Okay, here's your crossover. It's basically a bunch of inductors and a bunch of capacitors. You see you have 4 wires coming out of different colors. One side here you have a black and red, and you have a blue and yellow. Alright, as you can see here, I've marked blue right here to let me know the blue wire is going to go there, and the other wire, I think it's yellow, is going to go over here on the red side. Then my high, you see I have red there, so the red's going to go there and the black is going to go on the other one. Alright, there's the culprit. This is the voice coil, and it really is just a bunch of coil of wire which are laminated and insulated from each other. And when you get a burn spot such as this, it basically shorts all the wires together and it's no longer a coil. Alright, I'm showing my basket with the magnet installed. My new one I bought I bought it with a magnet. Now you can either buy it with or without the magnet, so it was $30 more for the magnet. So I figured, I'm not sure how clean this magnet is inside, so I went ahead and spent the extra 30 bucks. Now you can see there's a very small slot in there where the voice coil rides up in. And as this magnet, through electronics and electromagnetic force, this whole thing will move up and down. And that is basically what's making your music right there. Again, there's my bad spot. Alright, here's one of the tags I took off the internals in the speaker. You can see the top number, the SP dash number, is the same number here. SP dash number again. And you know, these are made in China. They were designed in the USA, and for a while made in USA, but we know how the economy goes and everything moves overseas. But I'll still take my Peaveys any day over JBLs. I do like EVs, but I do like the fact that I can replace these baskets in the field, and I do like how they stack. When you're taking speakers and putting them back of the pickup truck, and you can stack them end to end, and they fit in there perfectly like a little square, then makes things a lot easier to pack. And basically, here's what I'm talking about, packing them up. You can't see it real good here, but if you put them back to front, which you want to do anyway with the magnets, it makes almost like a little square, but it makes it a lot easier to put in a pickup truck. And the carpets do help protect them. Although I like to have a bed liner surface on mine. The bed liner surface, you put that on there, you're not going to get the smell from a bar, or the cigarette smell. When you used to be able to smoke in the bar anyway. But do love my Peaveys. As a matter of fact, I did name one of my dogs Peavey. Peeve. That's my baby, huh? You see. You stay. You see. And there's his collar. It does say Peavey on it. Alright, here's how my Scorpion came for my Peavey. Notice it does say field replaceable. Try to do that with a JBL. Anyway, I've had JBLs. I've had a few pairs of JBLs, and I keep coming back to Peaveys. These are the Scorpions, and you know the SB2s do have the Black Widows, which require many more watts to run. And here's what we get inside the box. A sticker. I love stickers. You get a how-to and the specs. And then you have your field replaceable basket. Okay, here are my two baskets. There's a little bit of change in the manufacturing process, looks like. One's black. And I did transpose my blue mark to there. Alright, here's some other parts here. Also, Parts Express did send me a Peavey hat. And it does say Parts Express in the back, which is okay because I love Parts Express, so I'll wear it. I did take a piece of cardboard and draw my speaker out. All the fasteners. Recommend you do this because some of the fasteners are longer than other ones, even though they look the same. So this made it a lot easier for me. Trivia question. Which 3 fasteners will I not use in my new basket? Some of the other parts here. And I will show you how to put it together, which is very easy. Alright, basically this is all you're going to need for tools. All you really need is a T25 Torx and a socket for the 3 bolts, which I'm not going to use. So today all I need is a T25. I'm going to start them in with my Milwaukee drill driver, and then I'm going to go ahead and tighten them down, snug them down by hand, because I like to do them to German torque specifications, which is Guten tight. I also recommend you have your little stool right here. It's easy to work on the floor, you can move around. If you got a spine like mine that's crookeder than a dog's hind leg, then you might want to sit down while you're doing this. Alright, let's get this started. First what we're going to do is take our wires and get them where we want them to be at. Since we know what's going to be what and what's going to go where already, just get them laid out some form of fashion. Because once you got them in there, you got your components in there, they're hard to get to. Alright? Alright, let's get our basket set in there. Wires go on the bottom, so I'm going to set it in like this. Get my wires connected up. Blue goes to blue, and yellow goes to the other one. Okay? Lay it down in there. Keep my holes lined up. You notice there is not a seal in these. I was thinking about putting some RTV in there, but once I get these fasteners tightened down, this should be okay. Okay, so I'm going to start by putting these all in by hand. I always like to use a star pattern. If you notice that I do have the setting, torque setting number 2, so I don't want to start tightening these yet. And you do want to take your time. You don't want to run your tool through that basket, that material. And I like to come back, snug everything down. This is probably overkill, but it makes me feel just a little bit more better. And yes, I am barefoot. I just woke up, got out of the bed, came down here, and started doing this. I found in my life a lot of times when I just get out of bed, I just start doing things. I've welded barefooted. No, didn't brush my teeth, didn't wash my face. Sometimes it's just gets me motivated. I just do it and get it done. Alright, I think we got everything good and tight. Alright, our next procedure, we're going to put the grill on. And you notice that you have to do these in steps. To take it apart, it's the same, just reversed of what we're doing here. And I've actually been to see bands at concerts, and this weren't on there. Multiple times I've seen this, because I guess in the past, when Peavey, they started putting a bad product out years ago, and so people didn't like Peavey. But now they've come back around, good speakers. People still leave the labels off, but I know what they are. Alright. Set this right here. Hook my wires up. Red, you're dead. Black on track. Okay. Now you can see that this has to overlap. And that's why you got to put this on first, then this portion here. And also, these are the bottom end. Basically, once I put these last fasteners in, it is complete. And like I said, it's just the opposite of this procedure, to take it apart. You can do this in the field, and if you don't need a new magnet, or you already have a magnet on your woofer already, it'd be even faster. But you could probably do this in 20 minutes out in the field. You notice I did write T25 down there for you. Alright, I am one of those guys that likes to put all the fasteners in first before I tighten anything. You know, I do that pretty much everything I do, because things can move a little bit, and then, you know, by tightening this one down here and I get it snug, then maybe all these other ones here won't fit properly. But I do like to get them all in and make sure they're free. Turn them by hand so I don't strip anything out. And here's the 3 fasteners I did not use because they're for the old magnet. And I will come back around and snug all these up by hand. All I need to do after this is get my other SP5 out, get my system set up, test them out, and get ready to do the Haunted Hills Hayride next week. Alright, here's my mix box, and I do karaoke with this, so I have a Behringer mixer that does have effects on it. Power conditioner, very important, lets me know what my power is. And it will, no brownouts, this is give you a blackout. And I've had blackouts with dirty power before. That's what you want. You want a blackout, not a brownout with extensive electronic equipment. Now this one right here, this is my baby right here. This is a DBX Drive Rack PA. Now, I looked at this piece of equipment probably for 2 years before I bought it, because about 10 years ago this thing was $500. It's a processor, it's an EQ, it's a feedback destroyer. I love it, and it does help protect these speakers. But as you know, I did blow one, but I was driving it hard. And I also like to use the QSC amps, RMX series. Now this is my 1400, and which I use for these little MTX Thunder Pro speakers. You may have seen these speakers at jukeboxes in bars, and they're very good. I've used it for karaoke before, but I would never use them for karaoke without this. The sound is just crazy different. I hope you enjoyed my video. Have any questions, please contact me.